Honorable.
Lui sekarang jadi cukup di anak saya Gusto bangun sih.
Let us continue to rise this evening, ladies and gentlemen, as our delegation walks in this evening. Thank you. Thank you very much. As they continue to walk in and find their seats.
Lighting okay.
You may give us some sound at the back. Are we good? Okay, I think we may all take our seats this evening. Thank you so much. Okay, there are more seats in the front sections here. We are still in lockdown level 2, and level 1 is knocking on the door as of the 20th, I believe. So let us maintain good social distancing as well. I will just allow a few more seconds for everybody to find their seats. Thank you. Honorable, the MEC of Limpopo Economic Development, Environment and Tourism, Mr. Thabo Mokoni. In our midst as well this evening, Kabalube. We have His Majesty, the King of the Bavenda Kingdom, Kosikulu Tonimpe Puramabulana, Lemagoshika Moka Aveng Lerena, Onamo, the Mayor of Musina Local Municipality, Her Lordship Councillor Mutlope, Honorable Chairperson of the Portfolio Committee, Mr. Donald Silamulela. We've got Leader of the Official Opposition, I'm not sure if he's present here this evening, Mr. Josie Butani, in our midst. The MMS EZ Board Deputy Chairperson, Mr. Matume Ralebipi, and other members. Need a roving mic. Honorable Lidet HOD, rather, Mr. Soli Khopong and your team in our midst this evening. The DTIC DDG responsible for SEZ, that is Mr. Sipho Zikode, the interim CEO of Leader in our midst, Dr. Matata Mukwele and your team, MMSEZ CEO, Mr. Letlohonolo Masura, welcome in our midst. Municipal managers present, representatives of the Murambe community, representatives of the Limpopo United Business Forum and the Bembe Chamber of Business, members of the media, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome you all to this one of its kind, first of its type event in the province of Limpopo. Let's give ourselves a round of applause for making it here this evening. While I wait for the roving mic, I would like to say that, you know, we have come here to see a new logo. That is what a lot of people are assuming this evening. However, when you are led by leaders par excellence, when you are led by visionaries such as these in our midst this evening, you are placed in a category of excellence. Would you agree, ladies and gentlemen? And that allows you to innovate, and not only to innovate, but you cannot be an ordinary individual. So today I want to just reiterate that we are gathered here. And why I say it's a one-of-a-kind event is because we are in a movie cinema. This is a cinema, and typically this is where you come and see productions, Hollywood productions. But today we are seeing a proudly Limpopo production where we are unveiling a corporate identity, thank you, in this province of ours. And just
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I need to start by just to take, butterflies off my stomach by saying a phrase that talks about the flags that are flying, the balloons that are ready for release. It's a great evening, isn't it? It's one that we have been planning for over years and months. And it's one that we've been waiting for. Oh, what a gathering we have this evening. We've got dignitaries and organizational members, all brought together by one reason and for one cause. Ours as Musina Makado SEZ, ours as the Limpopo Economic Development agency. Ours actually dead. And we're going to celebrate if we have to celebrate. Program Director, Dr. Mutana, thank you for the opportunity that you have given to me to introduce the honorable guests who indeed left equally important assignments and decided to be with us in this prestigious launch occasion of the Musina Mercado Special Economic Zone. Program Director, once again, without wasting time, allow me to introduce our beautiful guests that we are blessed that they have taken time out of their busy schedules to grace this occasion. I'm honored to introduce His Majesty, the King of Vavenda Kingdom, Kwasikoli Tony Mpepu Ramabulana. I saw the program director doing something like this. Can we also do something like this? No. And of course, we don't have an occasion of this nature without, the evergreen. The man who is Hakamatrokis, I guess I would describe him as that. He's, the mayor of Musina local municipality, Her Lordship Councillor Mutlope. Director, we've already taken some of my responsibilities by introducing the ever-smiling chairperson of Portfolio Committee, Mr. Donald Selamulela. He is accompanied, of course, by Honorable Josie Butani. Also deserving recognition in this event this evening would be the man responsible for SEZ in this country, Mr. Sipho Zikore. He's from the DTI. Jody Solukoto Fred. Big man. Your team with yourself here, but I'm not sure who among that we always interact with, you have come with this occasion, but you are also welcome. We are the deputy chairperson of this entity that brought us together here, Musina Mercado. You also happen to be a member of the leader board. Thank you for being here. Of course, why would I forget the host, the CEO of Musina Mercado SEZ, soon to be Dr. Lehlokololo Masoga. To take this opportunity once more to recognize and salute all municipal managers present. I'm not necessarily discriminating by not calling you by your first and last names, but please. Representatives that we are also welcoming here from Mulambjani community. And we also have representatives from Limpopo United Business Forum and Vembe Chamber of Business. And of course, we're going to have people who are going to be writing good stories about this event. Musina Makado, and good stories about the province of Limpopo, good stories about Limpopo Economic Development Agency, and then good stories about each and every one of you. And those are members of the media that we also need to welcome. And of course, I won't be doing justice in welcoming, everybody if I don't welcome other distinguished guests as well as you beautiful ladies and gentlemen. I think my job is done. With your permission, Program Director.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Let us give Dr. Mukwele a round of applause for that beautiful introduction. I was saying it's one of a kind event, I personally have not been to the movies this setup here. I know some of you have it in your homes, so it doesn't feel strange, And if that is you, just smile. No, it's fine. But some of us have not been to the movies in a long time. And it just took me back when I was very young in primary school. I think there used to be a place called Astra. What was it called? Kiona Astra. Yeah, where corner Landos Mare and Grobler Street. So I know that some of you, that is your last movie experience. But thankfully, because of the MMSEZ, you are now officially back at the movies. Isn't that awesome? Let me further acknowledge another guest in our midst. We've also got Councillor Munyai, who is the mayor of Makado in our midst. Councillor Munyai, we do welcome you here this evening. A round of applause, please. Great. MMSEZ, that is the Musina Makado Special Economic Zone, a name that we will become much more familiar with when we associate it with the beauty that we are about to experience this evening. Allow me to welcome the board deputy chairperson, Mr. M. Ralebepe, to come forth to the podium to speak here this evening. Mr. Ralebepe, please, the stage is yours. We can get some music. Let's get some music. There we go. Good evening, sir.
Program Director, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As a guest and dignitaries have already been introduced, my task is simple. I'll start by saying all protocol observed. In the past, normally, I know that I'm normally requested to do vote of thanks. So today, because in the absence of the chairperson, I was requested to come and welcome all of you. Ladies and gentlemen, this evening we unveil not only the new, but the first ever corporate identity of a first special economic zone in Limpopo province, the Musina Makado SEZ. Musina Makado SEZ is a state-owned company mandated to advance economic growth and job creation through industrial development. Since it was approved by the Minister of Trade and Industry in 2016, most of the groundwork has been done, and we decided as the board that is the right time to introduce the corporate identity of Musina Makado. And just to rectify Ms. Mukoni that it is not a logo, it's a corporate identity. I will then explain what the corporate identity means. This corporate identity will communicate the values of Musina Makhado SCZ, our vision as SCZ, our mission statement. It will inform the style that will expose the culture of this relatively new SCZ as it takes shapes. Our corporate identity that will be unveiled here. In short while, we'll speak of the essence of our SCZ brand as Musina Makhado. It will be the effigy of our mandate to boost our provincial and national economy, to create jobs, and to make sure we create more industries around the Musina Makhado. The CI will be the key link between SCZ and our various stakeholders. It will be how they see us. It will be how they will experience us. It might be first love at first sight for some. When it is unveiled, it might be acquired taste for some. For lack of better word, but rest assured, as I said, it will help to shape the formative personality of SCZ internally and externally. It is how we'll recognize as Musina Makhado. It is how we'll like to be known by our stakeholders who are here and those who are not here. But above all, it is about how you will see us. As they say, the beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but we invite you to walk with us in this journey. Without sounding like I do not recognize the introduction already done, I want to take this advantage and acknowledge the following guests: the Honorable MEC of Lidet, Honorable Thabo Mokoni, His Majesty, the King of Bavenda Kingdom, Kosukulu Tonimpe Burabulana, the Mayor of Musina Local Municipality, Councillor Mutlope, Honorable Chairperson of Portfolio Committee, Donald Snamelele, Leader of the Official Opposition, Josie Butani, my fellow board members of SCZ who are here, the interim CEO of LEADER, Dr. Mkwele Matata, the DDG responsible for SCZ from DTI, Siposi Kode, municipal managers present here today, and other CEO of parastatals in the province, representative of Limpopo United Business Forum and the Vembe Chamber of Business, and members of the media and distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. My belief is that your presence here is a confirmation and commitment of your future support in this cause, and we truly appreciate that. I think because we meet at a difficult time, we'll all appreciate that the pandemic has taught us that people united can never be defeated. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Deputy Chair, Mr. Ralebepe, for those beautiful welcome remarks. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the MMSEZ dictionary definition of what this brand identity is all about. By the way, this evening, we are not just alone in this room tonight. We have other people that are joining us via virtual platforms, that is Zoom. We've got people watching through YouTube, Facebook as well. So to those of you that have tuned in from wherever you are this evening, a word of welcome here to you. I keep looking at the light thinking, "Ke camera," but I need to remind myself the red light is there. You know, just as we're talking about Zoom and all these platforms, I was just thinking that while some were still trying to get used to WhatsApp, Koromela WhatsApp, then suddenly lockdown happened. And lockdown obviously saw a lot of people now moving to these virtual platforms, and everybody saying, "Kimo Zoom," or "Kia Zuma," or remote teams, you know, and some, you know, fanatics of soccer would say, which teams, you know, Microsoft Teams. So we all got used to these. And some of the most popular things that you would hear on a Zoom meeting or a Teams meeting to this day is things like unmute, you know, unmute. I'm sure I'm not alone. The only one that I'm not the only one in the room that has officially spoken to himself. I've had a few minutes of a meeting all by myself until somebody said, "You are on mute." Or another popular one is, "Oh, look, I'm meeting and you've been speaking, and but suddenly it's silent, it's quiet, and just to be sure you're not talking to yourself, should I pose for? Okay, thank you. Yeah, yes, yeah. I'm a good photographer, so the thing with a good photographer is you hardly have good pictures of yourself. So can I just live in this moment here this evening? Thank you, thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, tonight I won't be asking you if you can hear me, but just to make sure that you hear me, feel free to interact. Can we interact this evening? Can we do that? Thank you. We've got beautiful surprises here this evening, and just to help us to loosen up, to help you just continue snacking on the popcorn that you have here this evening, we are going to ask our saxophonist in our midst this evening just to serenade us a bit, ease us into this evening. Mr. Ricky Sikale. I'm not sure if you're going to play with, oh, the mask is off. I was wondering how he's going to play, thinking the fourth industrial revolution is epic indeed. Take it away, sir. Relax, ladies and gents. I know, I know. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ricky Zikali, thank you, sir. Yes, you can take the music up, it's fine. Thank you. I love the saxophone. At some point, the poet in me was going MMSEZ, MSEZ, SEZ, EZ, Z, Z. Thank you, sir. You'll be back again. Well, with no further ado, I'd like to call upon our next speakers here this evening, who are here to offer a message of support. Of course, we've got leaders from various, business fraternities, if you will, and I am going to call upon a representative from the Limpopo United Business Forum, that is the LUBF, Mr. Silo Matlo, who will be followed by Mr. A. Jeleni from the Vembe Chamber of Commerce and Industry. They will come subsequently after each other with music in between. Mr. Matlo, the stage is all yours, sir. Let's make him feel comfortable this evening.
Program Director, Mr. Mutlana, MEC for Lidet, Honorable Mukoni, His Majesty the King, King of the Bavenda, our King. I was told that I've got only 2 minutes to say something in the form of a message of support. It is an honor and a privilege for me to stand here. As it has already been announced, my name is Silo Matlo. I am the Deputy President of Limpopo United Business Forum. I'm standing in for our President, Princess Tsakani Ngambule, who unfortunately could not be with us. She has tendered an apology due to circumstances beyond her control. The message of support, let me first explain that LUBF is made up of various business formations in Limpopo. After we have realized that as separate entities, our voice was not carrying any weight. And as you know, in numbers you do have a power. And for that reason, LUBF was then established. Our message of support to MMM-SEZ it's unequivocal, it's very solid. We're very happy. It's a unique situation for SMMEs, black and white businesses at large in the province, because we have never had such a mega project and we are looking forward to it. I need to also say that it was reported that in terms of the aspiration of those who are leading the MMS-EZ, is to be able to create plus minus 20,000 job opportunities in Limpopo, as well as massive empowerment of our SMMEs. We are hoping and looking forward for finally, capturing this elusive animal called black industrialists. I think this is a platform, this is an initiative that will make it possible for us to realize this in the province. Because we all know that in terms of our African business people, there's very, very few of us who are owners of industries. So this wagon, the MMM SEZ, it is fit for purpose. It is fit for purpose. And I have no doubt that our members out there are eager to participate going forward in all its deliberations. In conclusion, I would like to say that let us move away from talk shops that we have experienced in the past. Let us see real implementation going forward of this project, because through implementation, we will then be able to realize empowerment in its real form. With these few words, may I thank the LED as well as the Premier's office, as well as all of them who are involved in this initiative. It's a wonderful initiative. And we understand that there are companies already in the province that have invested in this project. And we would like, going forward, to be in touch with them so that we can introduce our members, so that through that, we can then see ourselves also, making progress or getting engaged as a Black business and white business, of course, in the province. With these few words, I believe I must have gone over 2 minutes. My apologies to the program director. I thank you.
I feel my head rush as I think of you and try to put myself to you.
Mr. Mato, like a good movie, when you are watching, you simply just get lost. So that was perfect. Thank you, sir. A round of applause to Mr. Jeleni to this evening.
Good evening, colleagues, and allow me to say all protocol observed. Today is my birthday. When I got the invitation, I thought they were actually planning a surprise birthday for me. And then I would walk in and everybody would go like, happy birthday. But I think, to me, it symbolizes a birth of a new thing, as we are launching a corporate identity. And I liken it to giving a baby a name, particularly in the African culture. We take time to celebrate that because we know that name that we're gonna give that child, it has a meaning, and that child has to live up to that name. I am in the water industry. I've been there probably for 18 years now. I knew about Musino Makhado for a while as a water user, as we do our analysis together with other mines. But it was in 2013 when I came head on with the Musino Makhado SEZ. At that point in time, I was then requested to come in and do some of the analysis for water availability. I don't want to talk about water availability. I'm just telling you where I come from. And I did do my work. Part of it was to also be the go-between with the Department of Water Affairs. I was so excited to come across this project. And I remember towards the end of 2013, I established an office for one of my businesses in Musina in anticipation of this opportunity that was coming up. And of course, unfortunately, within a year or so, I lost patience and then I closed shop. But I waited patiently, looking for opportunities. And of course, through the chamber, we have been interacting. seeing what is actually happening in that space. But with these words, what I'm trying to say is that I know many people like myself who can't wait, particularly as entrepreneurs. We want to participate in this. We want to uplift our community. And when we were called here today to come and launch this corporate identity, we said to ourselves, I think it's that time. For the farmers, they know that whenever you get the first rains, you must go out and be ready to plow. And for us, particularly in the Wembe district, we are out now, we are ready to plow. And as my colleague has said, hopefully it won't take too long now, because I lost some money, CEO, when I had to close my office. I know many people who have lost money already because they wanted to be there in a way. But this just shows that we are eagerly waiting, and we actually believe in this animal, if we might call it. I remember when I came head on, the one thing that was ringing constantly in my head was the fact that it was termed the world first zero waste. You know, that thing kept on ringing, and I said, I want to be part of this. We still want to be part of this eagerly. And in my case, I went back to exercise even some more to make sure that I come back with more muscles. Now we speak about the Wembe Chamber of Commerce and Industry, which is the coming together of the chambers in that district, Collins, Shabani, Tulamela, Musina, and Makado. We came together to make sure that we can fully take advantage of the opportunities that are being presented by this animal, as I call it. And colleagues, let us sound to everyone. Let us make noise. The Musina Makado SZ, it's here. I believe this time around, we will not wait too long. For us as the chamber, we are not just sitting down, CEO, Honorable MEC. We are busy as well sharpening our axe. One of the things that we're planning to do in the month of October is to hold what we call the SZ Colloquium. And in the past 2 weeks, we have been having talks about the SZ as well. Even yesterday, we were interviewing the Dube Port SZ, just to be able to understand what is this thing. So we are very ready for this. And thank you everyone for being part of this and bringing this opportunity to us.
Thank you so much, good sir, Mr. Jeleni, and a happy birthday to you, sir. Happy birthday. I think I must ask the saxophone one of these moments just to give us a, let's do a happy birthday. Why not? Let's do it right away. And I'll leave in, yeah, I just need to sharpen the voice. Let's all rise and we can sing a happy birthday. Birthday to you. Yes. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Jeleni. Happy birthday to you. Woo. Aye. Hip hip. Hooray. Good sir, in case you thought no one has a gift for you here this evening, I would like to remind you of your birthday gift with immediate effect. And that is the fact that we will officially be in lockdown level 1 very soon. That is my gift from the president to you. Please receive it. You know, you used a very big word, SEZ colloquium. And I know we've got academics here in our midst, but I saw some pulling out their cell phones. Colloquium. Yeah, if we were in the virtual world on Zoom, it would just be a webinar. Okay, so it's just an academic way of saying a seminar, a conference. But you know, colloquium. I'll remember that. I'll remember that. Maybe when I leave here, I must get home into the WhatsApp. You know those WhatsApp family groups and go, Matswadi, can we please have a colloquium next week, Saturday, to discuss a very serious matter in the family. Talking about WhatsApp groups, you don't dare leave a WhatsApp group. I remember in the height of, everybody sharing content about COVID and this and that, and, most of you forwarding messages, you know yourselves, you suddenly became professors overnight. What is this fancy word? What again? What's this Professor Karib? What is he? They call him a epidemiologist. You know that one that you can't pronounce, but we all became those overnight. Then suddenly we were all medical doctors. Then we were all herbalists, saying, no, mix 2 cups of vinegar with bicarbonate of soda, turmeric, Coca-Cola. We all became that. And one day I sat and I looked at all my WhatsApp messages and all the 50 groups that I'm in, and I thought, man, I cannot just be receiving all this. And I exited some groups, but I accidentally exited the family WhatsApp group. Did my phone not ring after that? Maba phone. Wanaga. Nkanu jagara group ya WhatsApp. Rahadia banawa phone. Malume. Nkanli chwelegamu. I had to just offer 1,000 apologies. And with those few words, please don't exit family WhatsApp groups. Our next speaker here this evening will be introduced shortly. But for now, I'm going to ask you to turn your eyes to the screen, and we are going to watch a little something which is actually the creme de la creme of why we are here this evening. So ladies and gentlemen, that corporate identity that we've been referring to here this evening, or the logo, as we can simply put it. It's fine. We're going to watch that here this evening. But before we do that, this morning I tuned into Energy FM, and as a broadcaster myself, having been on that platform, previously as well, I listened to the CEO of the MMSEZ, Mr. Letlogonolo Masora, just taking an interview, and the way that he conducted the interview, and it just gave me some nostalgic memories of the time that I was on radio. But CEO, at some point I was very impatient, and I could not wait for you, sir, to finish talking, because I thought, hey, if these guys hear the CEO a little bit longer, my job as a broadcaster might be in jeopardy. So that is the only reason that I couldn't wait for you to finish talking. But that was a lovely interview that simply gave us perspective on the MMSEZ. So with those few words, Ndate Masora, if you could please ascend or descend to the podium. Let's welcome him.
Thanks very much, Director of Ceremonies, Mpho, and congratulations to you for not doing what you wanted to do. Yes, because that would have been a career-limiting move to, surprise the host. But anyway, thanks also once more to you, Mpho, for asking the saxophonist to sing for a song for Ntate Jeleni, because you saved me from using those words, by virtue of power and authority vested in me, let the saxophonist sing for Ntate Jeleni. So you did it in advance, and thanks very much for that. I must firstly also congratulate those colleagues who are present here. Some of them would have been in the cinema somewhere around 1994 when they were still at the varsity. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen, for those who haven't been to this kind of a place in a very long time. The Honorable MEC, Ntate Mkoni, thanks very much for allowing us to be ourselves, and good evening to you tonight. And thanks very much for allowing us to do this work in your name. Thanks very much for that. And let me also take this opportunity to indulge and ask all of us for a carlo. We do so in recognizing the presence of His Majesty, our King, the King of the Bavenda Kingdom, Khosikulu Butoni Mpepura Mabudana. I also wish to take this moment to recognize the presence of our honorable two mayors, the mayor of Musina and the mayor of Makado, our host towns, the hosts of the Musina-Makado Special Economic Zone. Thanks very much for honoring this occasion. The members of the legislature who are present here, the chairperson of the Committee on Economic Development, Environment and Tourism, together with your delegation, Ntate Simon Mate present here. I haven't seen the face of Honorable Bhutan, who has confirmed that he will be part of this occasion. The leadership of the Musina-Makado Special Economic Zone, SOC, led by the Deputy Chairperson, in the absence of the Chairperson who's having a family bereavement, and the rest of the team that is present here. Thanks very much for being here and allowing us to do the work that we are doing. We also wish to recognize the HOD together with my colleagues in the LIDET group of companies, the CEOs that I've seen here. Also recognize a member of the board of the MMSEZ and the DDG in the Department of Trade and Industry and Commission lately, Ntate Zikote, and the interim CEO of LEADER, the good Dr. Mukwele, our managers of municipalities that are present here, the community of Mulambani that is hosting us in Makado, in our south side of the SEZ, the leadership that has spoken here representing the business community. Thanks very much for the support that you are giving us, LUBF and the Vembe Chamber of Commerce. We really appreciate. And I work with a team, it's called Team MMSEZ. It has just grown big in the past couple of weeks. Thanks very much, colleagues, for doing such a wonderful job, and thanks very much for being here tonight. Members of the media, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good evening to you all, the people of Limpopo, and the people of South Africa, and the people all over the world who are connected to this live broadcast. Good evening to you, and thanks very much for doing that. And especially the people of Limpopo. Limpopo. the home of Musina and Makado towns, the land where rivers meets, the confluence of Sashe and Limpopo rivers, the meeting point of nations, the gateway to the rest of Africa, the land where humanity and nature exist side by side in harmony, the heritage land of Mapungubwe, the home of the baobab, and the land of diamonds and rich mineral wealth, the home ground of platinum metal groups, chrome, thermal and coking coal, the land of the legends, the home of the Kruger Park, the lion, the elephant, the rhino, the buffalo and the leopard, the home of the Asian civilization, the land of the kings and the queens, the land of modern industrial revolution, the home of Musina, Makado Special Economic Zone, Africa's Eden, a world of game-changing opportunities, Limpopo, my home. Tonight marks a remarkable occasion to witness the beginning of a new era. South Africa and Limpopo in particular is giving birth to a new giant. We're meeting here tonight to unveil a symbolic portrait of prosperity. We bring to you an omnipresent economic ambassador of the people of Limpopo, a new messenger of hope and a bearer of unlimited great opportunities. Tonight, we unleash a fortune hunter in the West, an ally of the East, an associate of the North, and a partner of the South. A giant which never ignores any direction, as long as the interests of the people of Limpopo are to be served and fulfilled. On this occasion, we wish to invite you to join us as we ignite the light to steer our province into a path to prosperity. We bring to you a tool of navigation to lead our economic endeavors into a new vision, a new direction. We bring to you tonight a compass. Through troubled seas and unfamiliar roads, we look upon the compass for the direction, and we are at that time now. Musina Makado Special Economic Zone, state-owned company, is coming of age tonight. What we are launching tonight is commonly known as a corporate identity. However, for us as Team Musina Makado SEZ, it is more than a corporate identity. We look at it as a monumental symbol of integrity, diversity, excellence, accountability, and sustainability. These are our values, our principles, and a way of corporate life we commit to live by. Honorable MEC, before I drop the veil on the new identity of our entity, I wish to inform you that tonight we also bring to life www.mmsez.co.za as our new active website. Furthermore, I wish to announce to you, Honorable MEC, that yesterday on the 16th of September, we concluded our last round of public participation for our EIA application for the south side of the Musina Makado SEZ project. And during the public participation, the overwhelming majority of the interested and affected parties acknowledged that Every industrial development has a bearing on the environment. They are not in denial. However, they appreciate the journey we have traversed in an endeavor to avoid and mitigate such potential negativities. They unanimously agreed that this project, it is in the best interest of the majority of the people and the economy of our province and country. They yearn for the day their sufferings will become a story of yesterday. They too believe that they deserve a new smart city in between the towns of Musina and Makado. They appreciate that God and their gods gifted them with the rich mineral and agricultural resources for a reason. They curse poverty and they look upon the Musina Makado SEZ to bring them salvation. Ours is to fulfill their wishes and aspirations. We invite you to enjoy our little story of a world of game-changing opportunities and let the show begin. Now I invite you to the surprise that the program director wanted to surprise the host with. And I know the team is ready up there. Let the show begin. Thank you very much.
As of 2019, an estimated 5,400 special economic zones are now operational in 147 countries, accounting for more than 5.2 trillion rand in exports and for 68 million direct jobs. At the Musina Makado Special Economic Zone, our journey towards economic prosperity for all and beneficiation prospects for many began in July 2014.
The Limpopo provincial government has placed this Musina Makado SEZ project at the apex of its priorities. The president supports this initiative partly because it is in line with his mission of the district-based development model.
Our zone is ideally situated in the mineral and resource-rich area of Limpopo's Vembe district between the towns of Musina and Makado, covering some 11,500 hectares. The size of land available for development compares favorably with the average size of SEZs globally.
We are going to create a lot of opportunities using the special economic zone.
Anchored on investment pledges of over $15 billion US, the zone will have two sites. The southern site in Makado focuses on energy, chemicals, and metallurgy, while the northern site in Musina focuses on general manufacturing, agro-processing, and logistics. The primary goal of the Musina Makado Special Economic Zone is to accelerate economic growth and job creation in Limpopo and promoting industrialization through beneficiation, facilitating and promoting investment, providing value-adding commercial business solutions, and supporting enterprise development.
Musina Makado Special Economic Zone is a real and exciting game changer. It represents a paradigm shift in terms of our approach to economic development in the province of Limpopo. It will positively change the lives and livelihood of many Africans through inclusive and collaborative leadership and knowledge-based relations with all stakeholders.
The metallurgical complex is a key and powerful sector of the zone and is expected to produce an impressive 3 million plus tons of steel, 1 million tons of stainless steel, 2 million tons of pig iron, and 600,000 tons of ferromanganese for export markets in SADC and other countries in sub-Saharan Africa. The driving energy force of the zone will be a built-for-purpose coal-fired power plant with the capacity to produce between 1,200 and 4,600 megawatts of electricity using the area's abundant coal-rich reserves. It will also deploy technologies for low emissions and high efficiency in line with acceptable international standards. For investors, the zone offers a plethora of profitable opportunities. They have direct access to tax and financial incentives, a customized industrial platform and support structure, reliable operating services, a diverse workforce, an ideal location, and highly cost-effective and convenient logistics. It's a direct gateway to various destinations in the country and Southern Africa.
We would like to welcome both national and international investors to this project. In particular, we would like to ensure the investors that this not only will this development be sustainable, but that we will use the most advanced technology that there is in the world so that we can reduce any impact, be it emissions, be it pollution, be it the way we manage our water resources, so that we can ensure the sustainability is our second subject that we discuss consistently, sustainability for future generations and to ensure that the world is a better place.
At the Musina Makhado Special Economic Zone, it's all about embracing and exploiting the zone's inherent and unique game-changing opportunities for all stakeholders. And our brand's new visual personality and promise has to precisely reflect this. The compass symbolizes guidance in a defined and prosperous direction, derived from the Latin word com, meaning together, and passus, a way or route resulting in lighting the way together. Green represents sustainability as a core value. The gold is associated with wealth and prosperity, while the gray variations create a solid metallic illusion. The blue hues signify trust, loyalty, depth, and stability. And the font communicates modernization and technological advancement. All of which culminate in a mutually beneficial brand experience of investments, partnerships, local development, and sustainability.
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare to have your minds blown as we reveal the new Makhado Special Economic Zone corporate look.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the brand new corporate identity for the Musina Makhado Special Economic Zone. Allow me to welcome the MEC of Ledent, Mr. Thabo Mokoni, along with the CEO of the MMSEZ, Mr. Lepono Lamasura, to please come to the stage. That song can definitely go louder. There we go. If you can please come and stand aside. I love that moment. Cameraman, did you capture that? Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, MEC. Isn't this beautiful? This is nice. This is, it's the dawn of new and exciting times indeed. My goodness, what a great moment. Of course,
I was just listening and looking at the magnitude of the size of the Musina Makado Special Economic Zone, and of course, one of the things that stuck out to me was the figure, that has been committed to this project, which is 15 billion. And don't act like you didn't get excited by the figure. I'm not the only one. It's exciting. But then I was trying to do the zeros in my head. But let's leave that moment for another day. I will not expose myself. Now, to introduce our next speaker here this evening, I would like to call upon one of our guests here this evening, Tobele Buramova, to please come to the stage to introduce our next guest. Thank you, sir.
And the Madekwana, what? Good evening, everybody. First, I was just eavesdropping here to the program director that no, looks like it's a night of birthdays today. My colleague, Wotowele Kutam, is also his birthday today. So I was requested to announce that he's also sharing it with the previous speaker also. Without wasting time, in view of our culture, the king is going to address us, and I'll request us, Tewele Kutama, Tewele and I request everybody please to show our respect to the king. Then.
Ndi madekwana vhathu voṱhe thobela vho Ramova, thobela vho Kutama, thobela vho Ntabalala, khosi vho Sinthumula na khosi vho Tshikororo, MEC vho Thabo Mkoni, meya wa Makhado na meya wa Misina, CEO wa SEZ Musina Makhado wa Masoga, General Mulaudzi na vhaini vhoṱhe vhane vha vha hone ṋamusi. Ndi avaresha madekwana ḓuvha ḽa ṋamusi ndi sa hangwi vha Limpopo United Business Forum, Vhembe Chamber of Business na vhurumelwa ho no bva Milambyana. Program Director, let me start by conveying royal greetings from myself and the leadership collective of all our traditional leaders in Venda. I thank you for inviting me to be part of this. An historic launch of Makhado Musina SEZ corporate identity. I feel the urge from within me to identify myself with this development. I hope that this urge will not be suppressed. I, and hopefully many others, believe that this launch signals the long-awaited development in the area of Venda, which you in government call MMSEZ. I'm not concerned about that. All I want is results. Reliable. We were informed by government that the development of the special economic zone will unleash unprecedented creation of sustainability job opportunities to our people. Let me say, I receive, and you say, Amen. As Christians say today, I truly receive. We commit ourselves to work closely with all government structures established to facilitate all the process leading to real and concrete development of Musina Makhado SEZ. I'm very aware that all developments, especially of this size, are bound to have challenges that will require all of us to cooperate. When such happens, please know that our doors are open. It is also possible that that here and there, or from time to time, you will have some who, for selfish reasons, might want to sabotage not only the pace of development, but the entire program. The only way we can defeat these challenges and many other problems we cannot think of now is to work together all the time. In conclusion, Mr. Program Director, I know that this development means not only to my subject, but to the entire country and in need, the SADC region. Please, when you find time, please create space to have a briefing session with Vavenda Kingship Interim Council. Ngauri, abo ndibone, vane, vamavu, abo ndibone, vane, varanda, vawaranga pasi yawo. This will go along towards getting all of us rallying beyond the same cause. Muchimbiza mshumo. Rigopfa rigoribuwa mishumo ya budebukuma yera ibona namusi. Richiketerwa nga mubuso wa borine rorangwa phanda nga bothabo mkoni. Rine vachiribona rotakuwa samahosi rodoride rive dzithanzi za zwino zvakuitea namusi. Ndinga uri mushumo hoyu una wakuitea ria utikedza ende ridodzura richiutekedza. Nendiko risa rushaka ndizone mapurika ya oriwera rine arisumbedze shango lothe uri rine rina dzikhali arisumbedze vathu vothe uri rine ritanganedza mvelaphanḓa. Nendiko ri ndoimela rushaka lwa Vhavenda riri mushumo hoyu wa vhuḓi kana development hei ine ya khou ḓa ri khou itanganedza nahone ri a zwi livhuwa. Ndaa.
Thank you so much. Rolibua, His Majesty, the King of the Vavenda Kingdom, Kosikulu Tony Pepurama Bulana. Thank you for those words indeed. Of course, as we continue with our program this evening, we've still got a response here this evening, and the event would of course not be complete without the response from our host. Okay. Our host here this evening, the Honorable MEC of LIDET, that is the Limpopo Economic Development, Environment and Tourism, Mr. Thabo Mokoni. MEC, if you can please come and give us your response this evening.
No, you can. Program Director, thanks for this opportunity. I also want to take this opportunity to say happy birthday to Jeleni and Ukosi Kutama. Unfortunately, we didn't know when Ricky was blowing the horn for Jeleni, the king said to me, it's also a birthday for Ukosi Kutama. I think at some point I heard that the people have powers. Like Masua said, he wanted to give instruction. Maybe I must also use my power to ask Ricky to sing just few stanzas for Ukosi Kutama. Or he went to smoke. CEO, I think he will deal with that. Supply chain will kick in.
We will, Honorable MEC, let's get the saxophonist to come.
Yeah, no, we'll do it after my
after that, okay,
yeah.
Great.
When I was seated there, I listened to the salutation. It has been long, but I'm told people are selfish if you don't mention their names because of the hierarchy of the offices. They may get offended. But I will also have to follow my colleagues and do exactly what they've done. His Majesty, the King of Bavenda Kingdom, Kosikulu, Wumpepu, Tony Ramabulanu, Kabaloch. The Mayor of Musina, and the Mayor of Makhado, who are in our midst. And I realized that the Mayor of Makhado, you mustn't worry much because I could hear your name was not mentioned many times because we thought today we're not going to talk about you, we're going to talk about the Mayor of Musina because you have a role tomorrow. But I think it's important for us, Ntatemunyai, just to acknowledge you and that it was not a deliberate effort to undermine the Musina Makhado. The biggest investment of this SEZ is in Musina. It's in Makhado, the metallurgical complex. The deputy chairperson of the Musina Makhado SEZ, Mr. Matume, Rale BP, other board members, the CEO, Mr. Lhonolo Masuka, and the staff, head of department, Tate Solihopo, and the team of LIDET, and Tate Sipo Zikote of DTI, the interim CEO of LIDA, Tate Dr. Matata Mukwili, and your team,
municipal managers from Musina, Makado, representative of Mulambani community, representative of Limpopo United Business Forum and the Wembe Chamber of Commerce, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Reperile. Before I start with my speech, when I was appointed to be an MEC by Ntate Chupu Stanley Matawata, the Premier of this province, the instruction was clear. Make Musina Makado SEZ a reality. The contract that I've signed is that Musina Makado SEZ must be something which we'll have to realize. Ladies and gentlemen, in an occasion like this, it will be proper for me to quote Amilcar Cabral when he said, I quote, "It is true that people are not fighting for ideas or for things in anyone's head. They are fighting to win material benefit, to see their lives go forward, to guarantee their future of their children." Close quote. This rings true of our plan for Musina Makado Special Economic Zone. As we launch the new corporate identity logo of the Musina Makado SEZ, we do so to instill a sense of hope for economic emancipation for the people of Limpopo. Special economic zones are used across the globe as a catalyst for industrial and economic development. Tonight bears a testimony that Musina Makado Special Economic Zone is not just a pipe dream. This is 150 billion investment in the metallurgical cluster that will create minimum of 20,000 jobs in the construction, operation, and maintenance of the zone. In addition, the SEZ will integrate the towns of Musina and Makado into a new city as envisaged by our President, Mr. Matamela Cyril Ramaphosa. This SEZ has attracted foreign direct investment, the largest proportion sourced from China, with the blessing of our President and the Chinese President, His Excellency Xi Jinping. Given our strategic location, the SEZ will be an epicenter of industrialization in the northern part of our country and cement Limpopo as a gateway to Southern African Development Community, that is SADC. There will be benefit to the local and regional economy, and we will seek to position Limpopo business people to benefit from the construction, operation, and maintenance of the zone. Furthermore, the SEZ will absorb the skilled workforce that has been trained at our institution of higher learning and our industrial park. As a province, we will ensure that our SEZ prioritize new entry for our entrepreneurs, manufacturers, sustainable business, and most importantly, facilitate industrial development. It is for this reason that our SEZ model integrates SME Incubation Center, which will provide a platform for local business to thrive. Limpopo will never be the same again. We welcome you to a new world of game-changing opportunities. As a province, we are best positioned to lead on economic development initiatives. We will, without fail, exploit the opportunities provided by the Musina Makado Special Economic Zone, the benefit derived from industrializing the province. The benefit derived from industrializing the province will be enjoyed by generations to come. The launch of corporate identity marks the dawn of socio-economic development agenda in Limpopo. all-inclusive economy, an economy which will introduce new products into the local and international markets. It is a dream that we live to realize in our lifetime. We dare not fail and cancer. Rolebua, Ria Lebua, Baya Danki. I thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, MEC. And of course, Ricky is back to continue with the celebration. So let's all stand and we continue with the celebrations this evening. It's Kosi Kutama, right, that we are celebrating. So let's take it away, Ricky. Happy birthday. Oh, unless you want to do. Hey. Wow. Ah, that was beautiful. You may take your seats. I like the part where Ricky was going, and I heard somebody trying to sing it as well. Nice attempt. Nice attempt indeed. Allow me to acknowledge the presence this evening of MMC in the Bembe District Municipality. That is Councillor Chauke, who is in our midst this evening. You are welcome. Let's give a round of applause. Awesome. You know, in the movies, in the theater, when there's suddenly a moment of silence, it's suspense, and it suggests that there is something else coming. But me as a program director, sometimes when you are, behind the mic and you've got the power of the mic, you've got your script in front of you, and you just go blank, But the fact that we are in the theater, my silence just suggests that it's suspense before something else comes. But ladies and gentlemen, we've reached, or we're almost at the end of our program. However, the night is still a little bit young. We do still have a curfew, by the way, CEO, do we not? We still have a curfew until the 20th. So how many more days? It's 3 days, so we will be in best behavior. I'm now going to call upon the mayor of Musina local municipality, Her Lordship Councillor Mutlope, to please come forth to give us a vote of thanks.
Thank you very much, Program Director, Mr. Mpo. Kabantendele ndithome ngawuluva. The Honorable MEC, Mr. Thabo Mkoni, the MEC of Lidet, the Portfolio Chair, Honorable Donald Silamulele, the Leader of the Opposition Party, Kosikulu, His Majesty, Votoni Mpepu, Ramabulana, Votovele vote barehone na mahosi ashu, Vomeyara va Masipala wa Makhado, His Worship, Councillor Munyai, the MMC for Bembe District Municipality, Councillor Chauke, the CEO of Musina Makhado Special Economic Zone, Mr. Lehonolo Masocha, all invited guests, good evening. Program Director, my task is very simple, it's just to thank everyone who is present here tonight. I won't be doing justice to this house if I don't thank the MEC for Lidet, for the commitment and hard work that he's showing in his department. MEC, please keep up the good work. CEO Masocha, who is responsible for Musina Makhado, we as Musina Makhado, we can feel that as special economic zone, it's real now. So we thank you very much. We thank those who were giving the message of support, Mr. Mahlo and Mr. Jileni. Happy birthday to you, Mr. Jileni. Nabotovele vashu bokutama rikova wishela happy birthday. Rikoliwa mazwiwa onobvatavani. I won't be doing justice to this house, Mr. Matlobo. You, Mutlana Mpo, you were directing this program very well. We thank you very much. Let me thank everyone who's present here tonight. If it was not for you, this event wouldn't be this successful. Travel safely back home. I thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I think I'll take the walk with you, Councillor. Perhaps we should just walk out and go straight to the next place. I told you that there are surprises here. There's suspense. You know what I love about Bomo Councillor, you know, I almost heard a saying in this august house, you know, but everything is a house. Yeah, this house is a theater, but it's a house nonetheless. Thank you so much for that vote of thanks. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of our formal program. However, we have not come to the end of engaging and networking for the remainder of this evening. Of course, what we see here is just a display of greatness and abundance, and rightfully so. And so the CEO has informed me that before we leave this evening, dinner will be served. Dinner will be served. The popcorn, that was just a starter. So unfortunately, there is more. Okay. So when we all leave here, we are going straight to cappuccinos. Okay. We're going straight to cappuccinos. That is where dinner will be served for all of us. Now listen carefully. Please don't get there and say, where is my cappuccino? We're not drinking cappuccino. Dinner will be served at cappuccinos, okay? CEO, I was just thinking now, you know, we are at the movies, at the mall. Dinner will be served at cappuccinos. And if it was before, 6 o'clock, I'm sure I would be announcing to say, we are all going shopping at your favorite clothing store, because it's the mall after all, you know. But that may be another one for another day. With those few words, let me also make another announcement that there is a photo booth as you walked in, the red carpet that you all saw. Photos have been taken, okay? The good thing with those photos is you will be able to take it home with you before you leave this evening, okay? So if you have not yet passed by the photo booth, or if you were not fortunate enough for the photographer to come as close as they did to me this evening, go get your photo, okay? Just so that you can have something as memorabilia, as they say, of this wonderful occasion. Now, ladies and gentlemen, on that beautiful note, I'd like to thank you once again for being such great guests, being a great audience. But before we leave, I am going to ask our technical team just to give us a snippet of the video that we watched earlier, which is the corporate identity of the Musina Makhado Special Economic Zone. And thereafter, as the music plays, please make your way special happily to cappuccino. Let's take it away. Thank you, sir. Oh. I promise you that is not the video. That is behind the scenes. Thank you.
For investments of steel.
Remember, I said silence is suspense, so. Are we good? Almost, yes, we're almost there. If we were in church, the pastor would be saying, turn to your neighbor and say, okay, no one finds it funny. We haven't been to church in a while, so I know we all forgot.
You'll be back soon. Opportunities for all stakeholders. And our brand's new visual personality and promise has to precisely reflect this. The compass symbolizes guidance in a defined and prosperous direction. Derived from the Latin word com, meaning together, and passus, a way or route resulting in lighting the way together. Green represents sustainability as a core value. The gold is associated with wealth and prosperity, while the gray variations create a solid metallic illusion. The blue hues signify trust, loyalty, depth, and stability. And the font communicates modernization and technological advancement. All of which culminate in a mutually beneficial brand experience of investments, partnerships, local development, and sustainability.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of our program. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Please travel safely.
continue to adhere to all the COVID-19 protocols, even as we go to level 1. Good night and God bless you. Thank you.
Salema, ikayalami, ilondoloze, uhambe nami, zungishilana, dawo yami, ayikholana, buso wami, awukholana, ilondoloze, zuhambe nami, dawo yami, ayikholana, buso wami, awukholana, ilondoloze, zuhambe nami, ilondoloze, 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 zungishilana.
Of course, we will allow our delegation to go first. CEO, however you've planned to do it, and then we shall all follow.
Jerusalem, ikayalami, ilondoloze, uhambe nami, zungishilana. Jerusalem, ikayalami, ilondoloze, uhambe nami, zungishilana. Oh, I'm not perfect, I can't move like that. As a juvenile, look into my eyes, when I'm sacrificed, what's on my mind, trying to survive. Dawo yami, ayikholana, buso wami, awukholana, ilondoloze, zuhambe nami. Dawo yami, ayikholana, buso wami, awukholana, ilondoloze, zuhambe nami. Jerusalem, ikayalami, ilondoloze, uhambe nami, zungishilana. Oh,